I bet it will.
Well, I think we're live now. We're back, but we definitely welcome to part
Hello?
2.
All right. Set break.
Boy, we should have actually taken a break.
That was a short set break. Short set break.
Welcome to Short Set Break with the whole other. That's the shortest set break out I've ever had. I swear to God, it's in my contract.
We got a lot done, though, if you think about it.
You know, I'll tell you this. I think that maybe the heat has something to do with it.
Yeah. It is pretty hot here in VA.
It's not going to happen in Virginia. Apparently, they're doing rolling blackouts in California at the moment.
Wow.
Have you been a part? Have you had your power go off at all, Chad? It is so hot out there. Apparently today, 107 or something. Not in San Francisco, but. Chad says, this just in. I had to leave the house the other day, freaked out because I didn't know where my pants were.
Nice.
God, I hate when that happens.
It's a tough
When I can't find my pants, the first thing I do is run out of the house into the world. I mean...
Well, you got to go look for them.
You got to go find them. Yeah. And he says they're back on now. Cool, he's back at home.
That sounds about right.
All right. Well, sorry about that, everybody. We had the internet go out on us. It looks like 9 people have found their way back.
Oh,
Here,
good.
I'm going to share it on Facebook again just so people know.
It's my favorite number.
Yeah.
Good
Let's
number.
keep it at 9. Let's keep it at 9.
Or at least multiples of 9.
If someone else signs on.
It's my favorite number. Hey, wait. I hear an echo.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah. Let's keep it at 9. Let's keep it at... See, the latency on this is way better than the TV.
Yeah.
9.
Oh, or at least multiples of 9.
I paused it, though, so it doesn't count. All right, sharing.
Let's... are we sharing?
We're sharing. You want to share? You're next.
What are we sharing?
I'm sharing the YouTube link.
Oh, good. That's a good thing to share.
And we're back, I guess is what I should say.
Multiples of 9 yet?
I added an oops.
Oh, yeah, that's appropriate.
Posting. Welcome to part 2 of our explorative journey through our ears into each other's brains and hearts. Watch as we sweat way more than usual on camera for the world to see.
Yep.
That I've actually dried up from the first sweat.
I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm getting there. I think I've stopped dripping in the back here.
So I guess that means it's probably time to start playing again.
Yeah, so we were going to look for...
All right, let's go check out Discord here.
It's been really cool to tune in and watch you, Nathan. You really got a great thing going here. It's so cool. The sound is amazing. You know, I'm like listening to that every time you play acoustic or electric with the beats and everything, and you got it dialed in real nice, and that just helps, make it so much more, pulls you right in, engaging, and it's I'm just proud of you. Proud to know you, man. It's
oh,
really
man.
cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, and then to come in here, and we really got this thing, once I got here, it was up and running pretty quick. And I actually love the hidden gems you found in your castle as a result of this excursion. Thinking about prepping this room for something like this led to something really bigger on the homestead. And
yeah, we were
so
inspired by you too. Like, oh my God, okay, we gotta do awesome stuff around the house. I definitely fed off you a little bit on that.
Man.
But it's been good on that level. We definitely I feel like it's a whole new awesome situation. All right, so I'm looking at the requests in the chat in the Discord server, and there's a lot of them. None of them have we ever really done. There's Dear Puppeteer, Back in 15 Minutes, So Close to Dreams, Exploding Pen, Win a Woman, Little Night Owl, Plain as Day, Understand Under, the spiral emoji,
Oh.
I Can Never Win, Lone Man with a Musket, Garden, or Spiral. Hey, those are the last two are ones we've done.
Garden.
Spiral's a pure. Oh my gosh, should we try Spiral?
Oh gosh.
There's no way we will mess it up, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Hippie Fiasco Rides again. We're looking for lemons.
Trust our cape.
We want lemons, exactly. What good's a cape if you're not falling from a high place?
Got mine. I'm wearing it on this as a sweat rag right now. Hey.
Whoa.
Hello? Is that the phone?
It's for you, Lex.
Phone is ringing. Oh my God. Get it together. Name that tune, anyone?
Is that a tune?
Yeah. Phone is ringing. Oh my God. Somebody's going to know that, I bet.
Oh, yeah? All right.
It's from a song. A hip-hop song. But a popular one. Maybe. Popular group.
Oh, man, there's so many things. So one of the things that, just to finish off the thought before we start rocking out, is the idea that now that we've built this wing of the plane, it's going to stay like that. It's going to be up and ready to go at the drop of a hat.
Heck yeah.
And Lex lives a few blocks away, folks.
He can just walk on over
He can just walk on over now.
Especially,
He had to load up his van for this one, but he can just walk on over next time, anytime. And we'll be looking in the sky, waiting for the sign to flash, and we will be there.
Yep. It's really cool, and we do need a light like that. Actually,
We do actually. Yeah.
we need to figure that out. Chad probably knows somebody with a
That's
light
true.
like that. I'm
That's
sure
true.
he does.
It's like when you need to buy.
Like a small, big, one of those small, like about small, but big, bright lights.
Right.
You put the you put the silhouette of you up there.
I was just trying to decide how our silhouettes were going to both be on the same circle. It'll have to be like a pair of binoculars. It'll have to be like two circles, like a pair of binoculars in the sky. A double beam. It's a double beam, folks. Infinity.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh man. Give me everyone a second. Yep.
And we're just going to forget about the arrangement. Oh my God, the screen grab for the post I just did, the thumbnail that YouTube chose for my post just now is so good. It's so good.
All right, hey, I think I got it.
Well, I don't.
Oh no.
You're cheating.
I just meant the beat. I think I found it. It's like decoding over here.
Man, I almost need to put the strap on this guitar.
Uh-oh. That's getting real.
It's right over there. I guess I'll wait.
All right, so let me see how I do this. Hang on.
I'm gonna try to get fancy here. Oh my goodness, I did it. You're a spiral, dude. Here I am, standing in the spiral, nothing in my hand, trying to go viral. My girlfriend is giving me the eye roll. Revolution, or are we in denial? I can't get this beat out of my head. Can't stop thinking about what the good book said. Now I wouldn't say I was well read, but I assure you I've been well fed. Here I am, standing in the spiral, nothing in my hand, trying to go viral. My girlfriend is giving me the eye roll. Revolution, or are we in denial? Should I be getting the clock? Sometimes I think that God just needs a laugh. Fibonacci spoke to God with math. Imogene still dancing in that photograph. Yeah, like an old man beneath a brand new hat. Here I am, standing in the spiral, nothing in my hand, trying to go viral. My girlfriend is giving me the eye roll. Revolution, or are we in denial? Revolution, or are we in denial? Revolution, or are we in denial? Get a strange feeling, one that won't let me go. That the sky's about to open, steal me away and close. Back in 15 minutes, write a letter. Back in 15 minutes, write a song. Back in 15 minutes, write a novel. Back in 15 minutes, write a wrong. With this smoke, now there's a motel burning. There's fire in the eyes of the musician, and the road is hopefully forever turning. Ooh, like the world is spinning. Back in 15 minutes, write a letter. Back in 15 minutes, write a song. Back in 15 minutes, I'll write a novel. Back in 15 minutes, right or wrong. And this ain't Peter, he's on my money. Let's just forget you saw me. Just put me back in what I had on. And we'll blame it on dreams and running from the new day, from the new dawn. Back in 15 minutes to write a letter. Back in 15 minutes to write a song. Back in 15 minutes to write a novel. Back in 15 minutes, right or wrong. business upstairs. Oh, shoot. Shouldn't take long, shouldn't take long at all. No wild man like me with a couple of squares. Yeah. Back in 15 minutes, write a letter. Back in 15 minutes, write a song. Back in 15 minutes, write a novel. Back in 15 minutes, right or wrong. Back in 15 minutes, write a letter. Back in 15 minutes, write a song. Back in 15 minutes, write a novel. Back in 15 minutes, right or wrong. Oh, I broke one, yeah. I broke a string. I said when we started, I was like, I'm gonna have a set of strings ready. Let's break some strings. I said, let's break some strings. First, it's been a while. Yeah, we did it. Woo! Yeah, back in 15 minutes, right or wrong. I ain't putting over no sissy fuzz, no, I ain't working in the town. I ain't pushing no stone up no hill, just to watch it roll back down. Oh, I will always be free. If you wanna know, wanna show you how. But ain't no one ever saying to me, yeah, baby, where you think you're off to now? Oh yeah, I ain't working in no factory, no, never again. Long as I was working in that factory, got a string to change, and I guess we're gonna take a short break while I change that string, and then we'll come back and see if we can find us a leaving song. There's probably a leaving song around here somewhere. I don't know, we cleaned up pretty good, but there's gotta be one laying around here somewhere. I didn't see a leaving song earlier, but I'm sure there's one. I mean, we clean pretty good. It's just organized. Yeah, baby. What a fun night, Lex Park, the whole other. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for checking out our music and for hanging out with us. Maybe one night we should have a regular feature where we open up the Zoom line for a jam and I can just keep switching to people dancing. It could be like the Brady Bunch squares of people dancing on the Zoom. That would be so fun. Good. Are you ready? 1, 2, we're out. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the scene was locked. It didn't work. Let's do it one more time.
Really?
Yep. Where do you think you're off to now? All right, we'll be right back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Here, meet our neighbor. Have you met the new neighbor? Oh, you're gonna love the new neighbor. You're gonna love the neighbor. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Puddle, draining in the heat. Why can't I remember what I'm doing in the street? Now Don't be mad at me, I'm doing the best I can. I'm on my way to California via Tokyo, Iran. And I'm Japan, being a man. And I'm Japan, being a man. Oh mama, I'm Japan, being a man.
Hellfire in the street, fighting to get free. The far wars arrived right at your feet. Took it for granted, man, you shook it down. A storm is coming. Rat fuck on the run, this ain't fun for us. We want peace, you only wanna be us. This is your last chance before the dagger lands. You better get your hands off me, man. Your time was coming either way. And there's more of us, and who could ever take? Policeman on the beat, murder in the street. I can't breathe, means you're kidding me. Nobody knows, nobody sees. Live by the hammer, now you better watch your knees. 'Cause this ends in the street. 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 Time was coming. Hear the sirens, Johnny Law is on the way.
Honey, did you see the headlines? Did you follow the phone wires stitching up the nation? In conversation, I can't believe my own eyes. Living in a riptide, caught up in the current. And won't you give me some assurance? Mama is the this alright? And will we make it out alive? Was it supposed to be this violent? I want a moment of silence. For our fallen future and these second-hand sutures, a band-aid for a gunshot is no medicine for what we got. I loved you in a daydream, I loved you while the world screamed, I loved you as the fire's burning, I loved you through the night. I need your breath like water, you be my day's co-author as we turn on the axis until we get it right, until we get it right. Sons of falling fever, I'm not following these leaders. They walk backwards and life could get worse. Perfect, worthless, what was that? We'll be veterans of living with both sides unforgiving. I loved you in a daydream, I loved you while the world screamed, I loved you as the fires burned, and I loved you through the night. I need your breath like water, you be my day's co-author as we turn on the axis until we get it right, until we get it right, until we get it right. Until we get it right.
I love how the stormtroopers, when you finally, after all these years, you hear them speak, and they're like, "Oh well, I guess they went over that way." You're like, "Damn it," because Darth was always. And the stormtroopers are always so ominous in their silence. And then you finally hear them speak. It's like, well, I don't know which way you went. It's like, oh, God. That's not really scary at all. Follow me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see? I'm so lost without you. Take my lips, I'll never use them. Take my arms, I'd love to lose them. Your goodbyes left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on without you? You took the part that once was my heart. Now why not take all of me? You took the best, now how's about the rest? Why not take all of me? Why not take all of me? I got the string on. I don't know if it's in tune or not, but
You've
we're
been
back.
very
folks.
busy over there.
I
You've
have been very,
very busy.
too busy. I need to take now let's take a break.
Right.
Okay, now we're taking a break. I actually ran and grabbed my guitar strap and went to put it on, and the electric guitar is missing the bottom knob that it hooks to. It's around here somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta
I have
find
one friend over, and the place is a mess.
Gotta find your knob, Nathan. Hey, cheers, buddy. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh man,
but
I sure can.
let's see if we can clink, clink.
Cheers to
clink,
you,
clink,
buddy.
Clink, clink.
How about I wish I had my sound effects over here so we could clink our glasses and you could hear the applause that you deserve.
I want to see the. Now I'm getting it's getting close to that part on my feed over here because I got the delay. Let's see how that cheers went.
We're still rolling 20 people strong.
Oh, good. Hey,
Shoot.
20.
Hey, you get this up to 40 and we'll play for another couple of hours.
Definitely. I mean, if you got a good
Hey,
stereo
you get it up
system,
to 100, we'll bring the sun up for you.
Yeah.
You get over 100, we will bring up the sun.
Get some friends together, figure out how to plug it into your really loud speakers. And
Yeah, let's
go
just
for
wake
it.
up the world. Rise and shine, sleepyheads. Up and at 'em, out of bed. Oh, shoot. I hit the wrong button.
That's all right. It happens.
There you are. Man, you check out you in 10 seconds when the latency comes around. You're still jamming Spiral. You're still playing Spiral over there. Oh, now it's changed. Now check this out. Are you watching the show on TV?
I am.
Check this out.
I'm tuned in over here. I guess I'm number 20. Whoa. Oh yeah, look at that.
Isn't that cool? I just hit the wrong.
Oh, it's a close-up. Wow. It's so close. Oh, wow. And
Isn't that
now-
cool with the Spiral?
Well, now I'm just seeing myself. But I did see, while you were away, that someone, and definitely Chad, guessed the Beastie Boys on my little trivia.
Oh, they got it
question.
right.
They got it right.
Ding, ding.
Yeah. Q-Tip from A Tribe Called Quest guest vocals on that song, and he says that. Phone is ringing. Oh, my God. Get it together. Yeah. Great song on that album. I love that album. Corey and I went down a big Beastie Boys hole again, and I watched that special, actually it had a lot of language, but I watched it with Lucy. The Beastie Boys thing on Apple Plus, I think is what it's on. We got a free subscription to that because we recently bought an Apple device, so we got this free year.
What was your Apple device?
An iPad for the store. New iPad. We had to upgrade to a new iPad for the store. So we got the free year of Apple Plus, and this Beastie Boys documentary. It's kind of a documentary. It's cool. I'll just leave it at that. But it's really, really neat, and it got us going down this whole listening hole, and we ended up buying Paul's Boutique on vinyl, and that was produced by the Dust Brothers. That's when they went into their LA phase after their whole early days with Rick Rubin, who I love, but he was weird then.
He was weird then?
Kinda. Him and Russell Simmons, I don't like, I mean, it was very a sign of the times in the late 80s. Things were glamorous, that you were almost selling a product, and here was these three white dudes, and they were able to, do rock and be kind of punk, but also urban and kind of New York representative of the boroughs they were from, and so they were kind of not a boy band, but they, were given clothes to wear and this whole image to kind of uphold, and they did that hardcore off their first album, toured a lot, maybe 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, and then they kind of got burned out a little bit, and I think one of them moved to L.A., MCA maybe moved to L.A., and talked the other guys to come out there. He had met the Dust Brothers and liked their style, and they were hitting it off, and so they brought him in, and they did, that album, and it really influenced them, and then they started doing shit on their own, which...
Was that before computers?
No. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it was because like it wasn't until like Ill Communication that
Pro Tools and-
Windows 95 was out. So it was before. Yeah, it's all analog and stuff. I would
Oh.
imagine like that. Or, I mean, they use beat machines and stuff. There were electronics involved. But yeah, that's off Ill Communications. So that's like 94, 5, something like that. I think that was when they were doing it kind of on their own studio. They come back to New York. Yeah, they're neat because they had so many different styles. It's cool. You could latch on to no matter what kind of style of music you like. You can almost find a song that they do that kind of touches on it in a way. They even got like bluegrass sound and stuff.
What year was Boutique? I think I got it in
92?
92.
Somebody out there.
What was their first album? What was Fight for Your Right to Party?
I can't. What the hell was it? Licensed to Ill?
What year was that?
I don't know. Maybe 80. I don't know. Somebody help me out there. It was probably. Okay, Google it.
I had a somebody in the chat that says they had a Commodore 64. I believe I had a Commodore 64.
I didn't have a computer till the year 2000. That was when I got my first computers running Windows XP, the best operating system in the world still.
Rob says it was 86.
Wow. So yeah, okay. 86. And
that makes sense because that means I definitely was in high school, which is the way I was remembering it, but I wanted to be sure because I graduated in 88. Although Dark Czar is now saying the year was 88.
So when was Paul's Boutique then? Was that like 91? I'm thinking it was like 5 years later. It was a little bit of a chunk of time went by before they did another album. But when they did, they came out of the gates like, okay, no, this is the kind of music we want to do, right?
Yeah.
If it's left up to us, here's what we want to do, because they were very much musicians, but they also were learning instruments. There's a really funny part in that little documentary show where they're talking about how MCA got an upright and brought it, and they were like, and so he kind of set it up.
Oops. My bad.
It's all good. I'll back up.
No,
I gotcha.
Actually accidentally hit the button.
But he was saying like, he's like, we were around each other all the fucking time, and he shows up with an upright and just starts crushing it. And we're like, when the fuck did you learn how to play an upright? We're with you all the time. You never play an upright, and you just show up today and you're slaying it. It was just really funny the way they told it, but. Yeah, they're very much musicians and had a really broad mind of it and kind of paid tribute to a lot of styles of American music and yeah.
That is actually a true thing that I believe that you blew everyone's mind doing that, and I distinctly remember Mark Friedman blowing my mind doing that. But if you can play bass, you're gonna have fun on an upright.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing.
There's some bass in there,
right? And it was funny
Pluck
the way
it out.
Right. It was funny the way he said it in a thing. But as a bass player, and I played electric bass for better part of 20 years before I got an upright. So I was, I did kind of hop right on it and was like, oh, okay, this I can work with this. After a few months, I felt pretty comfortable and could move around on it. Probably because it
was fun when Lex first moved here from Virginia Beach. How many years ago now?
7.
7 years ago. But one of the first things he realized is like, well, I guess I'm going to have to get an upright bass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my wife got it for me as a present. I was
there the day you got it.
Yeah,
I helped you play the first songs on it.
I know. I remember the first song.
What was it?
Sitting on Top of the World.
Was it?
Yep.
You know what?
And I didn't know how to play
I have a world blanket that I'm sitting on now.
Oh, cool.
Let's do let's jam out Sitting on Top of the World right now.
I got a beat that is kind of like for Moving by Lovin' or something.
Let's do it.
All right, yeah, we'll have to do that. Like right now? Because I'm looking at you and you're still chilling in your
Yeah,
chair.
right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm all jazzed. New string, folks. Might go out of tune, but
Yeah. That's some lyrics to a song right there. New string, might go out of tune.
wow, it went sharp. I stretched it out and it went sharp. That never happens. We got our first hummingbirds ever in the last week. They're attracted to a new flower that we got. And twice now we've had visits from a hummingbird.
cool.
We've been trying to lure them in for the entire time we've been here.
Have I told you the Nova story in the hummingbird? Nova and the hummingbird?
I don't think so.
He caught one
Oh goodness.
on our back porch. I don't know why it was there, but it was there. And he caught it, and the back door was open, and so the screen door's there, and I could hear him make a noise, and I was like, that's weird. So I got up and looked, and he had it in his mouth. And I was like, oh my goodness, no, Nova. And I reached down there and kind of started to get it out, and it just flew away. So all was good. But it
Wow.
was totally a hummingbird, and I'm just like, wow, those things are like darts, They're
Yeah.
so fast. And Nova, man, he just hooked it up.
That's amazing, and it flew
But,
away.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah,
I
thank
didn't.
goodness. That'd be a tough feeling.
He is an indoor-outdoor cat, and he has been known to feast in the wild, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've seen evidence of it, and I mean, I just say a little prayer,
It's got the instincts. It's so amazing watching Pip, all her predator stances and her alertness. It's so intense.
Yeah.
And she sees ghosts, so she's.
Oh yeah. I wish that I could. I don't know Pip. I had such a close. I felt like I had such a close and just intimate relationship with Boo, and I miss Boo because she was such a presence. At our practices and all the Revolution radio, she was just the studio cat.
Yeah, she was just there, laying on the pedals.
Kinda-
Just laying on the pedals.
Yeah, and you could rub her belly. Yeah, I don't know cats. A lot of cats where you just do that
Right.
and they chill. But
And she just lay on her back and let you rub her belly like an alligator.
yeah. So one day I hope to know Pip like that. I know he's real cute running around in the
Pip
background.
is crazy. It's going
Is
to be
he?
a whole different deal. She.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's it's a very cool cat, but so different. If you ever have it's like she wants to cuddle, but she's terrified of us. So
She still hasn't
oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But in a really playful way, she always needs to be near us.
Oh yeah.
But she's
yeah.
terrified of us. So when every now and again it just gets too much, and she's like, I need to cuddle with you guys so bad. I'm still terrified, but I'm coming in. It's gonna be awkward, but I need it. She's so sweet like that. And here she comes, and she'll just start rubbing against you and making her little bird noises and purring out loud and but always a mess. She's always a little bit of a mess.
Our cat is our first cat, and I just never knew how much I could like it, and love it, and it's just such a cool little animal. But what are we doing? Sitting on top of the world?
Baby. Yep.
Sitting on top of the piece of paper. That's what cats do. Does Pip do that? If you put a piece of paper down, it has to lay on it.
Maybe. I don't put a lot of pieces of paper down.
Well, one day when we hang out, I'll show you the cat trick that we got. I'll put a piece of paper down and...
Why, the last time I put a piece of paper down, I believe I was...
Are we you ready?
It was when the president responded to my correspondence.
We doing this?
Yep. It was in the spring, one sunny day. My good gal left me, oh, she went away. Now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. Mississippi River, long, deep, and wide. The woman I'm loving is on the other side. Now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. Go ahead. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Show me a woman that a man can trust. Now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. Woo! It was in the spring, one sunny day. Good girl left me, oh, she went away. Now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. Now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world.
This is close to acoustic as we could get.
Yeah, that was pretty acoustic.
I liked it.
We're sitting on the porch now.
Yep. I was trying to get us there.
Sitting on the porch now. That loosened up the strings a little bit.
Good.
Yeah.
And do a request.
Yeah, let's do a request.
Can I get some reverb?
You give yourself reverb.
Well, yeah. What is that? The red or the blue pill?
It's I think the top red button.
Check.
One says effects, one says monitor.
Check.
There you go.
Hey.
And you can switch on the dial.
Check.
There.
Check. All right, that'll work.
You see the dial there with all the different effects you have?
No.
It's on the right of the board.
Ooh, that looks nice.
See that?
Yeah, I do now.
There's
Okay.
probably like a hall in there. or
Next time.
Maybe a little delay in a hall.
It's on hold right now. I'm digging it.
Your mic was too low during the train. Let's try that harmony again real quick.
Wait.
1, 2, 3. Please get out of the way. Now we're talking. Please get out of the way. Woo-hoo.
We did it.
Yeah, baby. There was a request for the garden.
What was that? F sharp?
F minor. I think just F minor. Oh, is it F sharp?
I don't know.
Let's just do F minor. It's so good to see you, F Monk. I'll tell you what. It is. It's good to see you in the Discord too. This is our fort. It's our virtual fort. We have our own emojis. Well, we didn't get over 100, so I guess we don't have to bring the sun up.
Oh well.
Well, on my way to walk through the garden, while on my way I stopped in the city. Still wanna walk through that garden someday. Hope that garden will wait for me. I met a man who, looking at my hand, said he could tell I didn't work just by my finger. I'd be proud to show him these hands now. It's funny how that memory lingers. Last night I heard peepers by the pond and the train way off in the distance. Felt like I died on the day I was born and just dreamt this whole life up in an instant. Holy moly.
Is that the leaving?
I don't know, it's too fun. Holy moly. You know what's cool? When you stopped the beat, it killed my loop.
Weird.
But my Logic has done that a couple of times.
Just taking over.
Well, when the clock goes, the loop stops. It might be an update. Might be a setting. I don't know. It might be a toggle. It's a good setting. I like it. But I guess sometimes you wouldn't want it.
Right. But that was kind of cool then.
It was awesome.
Whatever happened. However it happened.
Well, should we, is that the leaving song or should we do another? I feel like I should pour a little more, at least a little toast nightcap.
Yeah, I got room.
I have to reach over to my workbench here. All right, here. I'll cut your green screen off so it's not too trippy. And
Still have people tuned in out there?
you know what? We do. The numbers are going up. We're not close to 100. If we get to 100, we'll play till the sun comes up.
Yep.
But I doubt that's going to happen.
As is the custom.
But right. But the numbers are going up, so I'm gonna pour a little glass of whiskey. Right now, the camera's on you, Lex. I don't know. You got an idea?
I was gonna just say that we've done a lot of sun up, you and I.
It's true.
Yep. And those are like, we probably talked about this before in some degree, but just I know you kind of talk about it some, but. Just that kind of magic feeling of like when you have that sleepover at a friend's house and you guys stay up all night, like what it feels like when the sun starts coming up. It's its own thing.
It's true.
And
it's true.
That's every one of them has been good. So let's get to 100 and we'll do it again.
Well, absolutely, and that's for tonight. But if we do this again next week, we might want to set the stakes higher and advertise it beforehand.
Right.
If they get up to a certain, like a couple hundred, I don't know, we could do something, bite off more than we could chew because we don't want to really necessarily have to do it. But we're able.
But it's a fun thing.
But it's super fun to do, and we're able to pull it off. Should we hit the mark? Should we meet the mark? Oh, look at that! Hey, Steven, welcome. Cheers, nightcap.
Yeah.
Saluter. Oh wait, I went to the frog again. Could you hear the frog during that last one? I had video of a frog singing chirp.
Oh, I saw the frog. I was smiling at it. I
And-
was like, look at that.
And the sound sounded pretty cool with what we were doing. I unmuted that
Yeah.
video so the sound would be in there.
I kind of reacted that way when I looked at it. I was like, oh, of course there's a frog sitting there.
Man, that jam had a couple of nice moments.
It did, man. Like, this is so fun, and like that, I just love doing this with you, and it's really cool. I was like getting nostalgic and looking at some of our like that promo video from when we did our tour in 2017, and it's just so cool that even then it was, you know, we'd kind of talk about songs that we'd want to play that night, but it was so unplanned, and I love that. That's our shtick, if you will, you know, is that it's really an experiment every time, and if we just go with whatever we're feeling and whatever we're hooking up on, and it lasts as long as we feel it should, I guess, you know, there's no plan to it really. It's not, you know,
right.
And I just love that. It's like a dream approach for me, like to be able to play music like that. I love improvisation and just trying to see what happens and just finding little pockets and, you know,
It's so consistently a leap of faith, and when you try to grab onto something familiar, at least for this project, it starts to slip away. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's because we have come up with some pretty cool arrangements of songs too.
Yeah,
and we will be bringing those into the fold as we do this more and more often, which we're gonna do, because we have some nice. A lot of, you know, like just that video you shared today of Robot 86. I don't sing that song without you, and that has a cool. That's a tricky arrangement on that. We might have to let some of that go. We were young. We were ambitious when we came up with that stuff. I love that when young, and we got to go through that. We got to be a young band together, and it's true. Like you listen to a young band, they have all these complicated chord changes and stuff.
Right, yeah.
The words don't necessarily make sense, and the chords are all over the place, and it's super aggressive. We got to do that in our 40s.
I know, and it was like we went from that stage in our career to like just finding a comfy pillow to rest on for a while, within like 2 years.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
It's good. It's a good abbreviated thing. I mean, you can't go long term when you start in your 40s.
Right.
You start something in your 40s. I mean, I guess you could if you're like Maha Vishnu.
Although
Orchestra or
there's no
something.
reason to imagine that we won't be doing this until the day we die.
Oh man, wouldn't that be fun to be 80 years old and
I
still
can't
have all
wait
these
to hear-
blinking lights and shit back here?
I mean, we absolutely will, and we will be like way slower than we are now. We'll look
God.
back on ourselves right now and think that we're like little babies.
Right, math. We'll be like, God, what math is that they're doing?
Whoa! I'd have to relearn that.
Everything will be like 62 BPM. You know?
No, but we're also sort of but you know, it's all going to happen gradually, which is because we went right there and then looked back to now. But actually, the truth is, we'll have been doing it the whole time, and it'll so something will slowly slow down, and something will slowly speed up for some strange reason.
Right.
Because that's how we do.
So 2020, you know, and I love this perseverance that we're displaying right now with this setup. I thank you again for having me over here and giving me the opportunity to play, but just putting in the time and the effort to get the place prepared. And
We are not in the same room, but we are truly hanging hard because there's a wall right between us. That's the old laundry room over there.
Yep.
There were potted plants all over the table he's at right now, but it's completely cleared off. It's all Lex's, and it's a workbench, so it really feels like you're in the basement doing what you do.
Yeah, it feels like I'm making something over here with you, but it's just such a cool thing. I actually had a point I was going to make.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's my own. That just means it reminds me I need to get a little bit more whiskey.
Yeah, exactly. Tip it up. He can walk home. He's only a few blocks away, folks.
When I watch this back tomorrow, I'm going to be like, I know exactly what I was going to say.
Mm-hmm. Well, here, wait. Maybe this always helps me. I'll give you some hippie fiasco treatment
I need
here.
a hippie fiasco instant replay.
Here, this will help you. What were we talking about?
I don't even remember that now.
Thinking music.
Yeah, that's good thinking music. You know, reminds me of...
Reminds me of a limerick, Joe. Sometimes I have these fantasies of what the show is going to become if, like, America does slip down into some completely Orwellian, dystopian shift in things. Like, I imagine I still go live every night. You know, at this point, I don't really talk about politics that much. I mean, I don't ignore it, but I don't focus on it, and I'm careful with my words because I want everybody to feel welcome here, and I want it to be a comfortable place, a source of comfort.
There's so much good to bring out right now.
Right.
That you are doing an important thing with your show, and I love the lack of politics in it, and probably just as much as you do. You know what I mean?
But there's always that voice in your head too, especially when things happen. They're like, you have a platform, and what are you using it for? You're doing puppets tonight. Did you see what happened in your world? You know,
there is that. Right?
It's
Totally.
a tightrope.
Totally.
It's a high wire act.
No, I feel that.
Because I don't want to be disingenuous. I want to feel like I can, be present.
Yep.
But
Well, I still haven't remembered what I was gonna say.
well, I'm not helping you at all.
No, this
What
is
were
good.
we talking about?
Not sure.
Whiskey?
Are the chats not coming up over here? Is that what
Well,
happens?
I think it's dying down out there a little bit. We're at 17 viewers.
I'm picturing 17 people with their hands
And-
kind of behind their head.
Actually, I
laying
don't have
down.
the chat on at the moment because with the split screen, it just sort of isn't fair to you to be covered with text like that.
Ah,
So maybe that's
need
also,
a center
going
chat.
on. There are people chatting, but not very fast. But maybe that's. Are you looking at the screen trying to see it overlaid on the video?
well, I noticed it was happening earlier, and then I was just like, I guess everybody's just really chilling. Nobody's typing right now.
So
It's
you're
just kinda-
on the
cool.
TV there with the YouTube show. Do you see the YouTube chats separate from the chats I'm showing as part of my show?
I think so. It's just like, yeah, there's like Facebook. It's like a little Facebook icon, or it'll say something
Okay.
about repost Discord or something, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
They're just listening, Magpie says.
Well, we are that voice in the night.
That's right. Coast to coast. Late night, AM. I just saw a UFO.
I think I kind of remember what I was going to bring up. And
Oh, yeah?
It was, you're bringing out, here we go. There's so much good to bring out. And you are doing that. And it inspired me months ago. I hate to admit at this point, to do a good news segment.
All right.
Good news with Stretch Barrington,
Yep.
where I just kind of, maybe it's a once a week thing where I bring up some good things that happened around there that you probably didn't hear about because we just hear about a lot
All
of
the
bad
bad
things.
things.
That's the louder voice. And
So do you want it to be things that actually happen in the greater world or in your immediate world?
in the immediate world, it would be like current events, but
Right.
like
Good news.
check this out. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
And it'd be a feel good story or like a really cute cat video or
Mm-hmm.
something. And now I'm thinking, if this is going to be a regular occurrence and you can do green screen, I could bring like an outfit to do like a news report, and maybe we can build a background behind me that you
Yeah.
superimpose, and then we do a little segment every now and then of some good news.
I like that.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it.
That's
till it
that's
happens.
smart to incorporate it into these shows.
Yeah, break it up a little bit with some of our combined humor because we're quirky, man. We can be quirky,
Oh, we can.
and it's not often.
I'm
like-
not quirky, dude. I don't even appreciate that.
No, we can be kooky. Is kooky? Right?
No,
not kooky.
Silly. I'm willing to be silly.
Yeah, silly. Silly's good. Silly covers a lot, but yeah. So I think it's good to have those kind of breaks. So yeah, guys out there listening, there's some good news coming.
Now you're a reporter.
I got to work on that.
Yeah, you have to develop a nose for the good news.
Yeah, and maybe wear some glasses or something, like look studious. I can hold this. Nathan's been working on technical issues during the breaks, and I've been reading this.
Oh, you're mirrored.
Well, it says abnormal
Here, wait,
psychology.
I flipped you. Abnormal psychology. Are you learning a thing or two?
Well,
I thought the last jams were sort of cool, or like especially,
I wasn't going to say where I was pulling
off
from.
kilter. In a really special, nice way. I liked it.
It's a good book. It's got a twist, but I won't give it away.
It's abnormal psychology.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Aren't like our favorite people on the planet, like, don't they have an abnormal psychology?
Yeah.
Normal psychology, I mean,
Well,
I don't know. That's probably the problem with the world today.
well, see, and then I can like stall on just like normal. Like, what is normal? I've always kind of thought about that. Like, normal is just kind of a precedent set by an individual kind of group of people.
Right.
Not everyone feels the same.
Right.
And the precedent is the precedent is different depending on who you're dealing with, that group of people, that collective mindset, that, whatever it embodies is going to be the thought.
So what are you saying?
I think this music is reverse psychology, is what I think. I keep getting hypnotized.
It's so
by
effective, isn't it?
You know what?
I mean, it just makes you dig deep. You're just like, all right, I'm going in.
Corey and Lucy and I just watched that movie Clue from back in the 80s. What a great film. I'd never seen it.
I'm not, I don't completely remember it.
Funny. Recommended.
Big all-star cast, right?
Yep. And, whether it's a revisit for you or a new watch, it's recommended. I mean, what else are we doing right now? Come on, guys.
We're preparing for the election here, and so we watched Terminator 1 and Terminator 2.
That's good. That's actually like a little kind of training.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like when I watched Rocky in high school. Now we have a gym set up on this side of the basement. You haven't seen it yet, but next to the beer fridge, you could sit. We have a weight bench, and you can actually reach into the beer fridge and grab a beer while you're lifting weights. But we have a whole situation in here.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing? Working out?
We're getting ready.
Oh my gosh. I am slacking, dude. I built those cabinets with power tools.
So far, we've just created the space. We built it. Now, Kether's doing great, but I'm next. I'm next. She's inspiring me.
You guys
which is sort of a theme, how like when one person starts to slow down, the other person speeds up and inspires the other person. And then it does this whole circle, and then it crosses the circle and makes a fractal, and just people inspiring each other to keep it up, keep going, get back on the horse. It's
so what is it? It's a weight bench or something?
Yeah, baby.
Dang, so
we always had it up in the boudoir, but it was sort of it's been Pip's and it's just been back there tucked away.
Well,
we pulled it out and dusted it off, and here we go.
So he's pretty big.
You'll hardly recognize.
She's pretty built.
Pip is pumped.
You're right.
Pip is pumped.
Dang.
Pip wants to change her name.
Oh boy.
She's like, Pip this.
Pop.
Pop. Oh my goodness.
All right. What are we doing? Gaining speed?
We need a leaving song.
Are we gaining speed right now?
It ties in with the conversation in a fun way.
Yeah, it does. And it's going to go completely off the rails if I'm as forgetful during this song as I have been during this conversation. losing my way and points and stuff. But what a good path this has been.
I'm down with the whole forgetting thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's when you know it's flowing good, I think. Because then, you can kind of just pick up off of that. It's not like it's like a needle off the record or anything. When something like that happens and the conversation is good, you just move on to something else. It's like it's never, it kind of gets it loosely acknowledged, or not loosely acknowledged, but just loosely reacted to, and then you just kind of figure it out.
Right.
I miss hanging out with you, Nathan. This is fun.
I love that we're actually completely hanging. This is really because even with the forced social distance hangs that everybody does, which are really good for the soul and they do help or whatever, but at the same time, like we're pretty blessed that we get to do what we're getting to do here. Because I am hanging with you.
Thanks, Obama.
That actually reminds me that I do have to put in a plug for. Everybody should go to YouTube and search Frontline, the Divide. The Frontline it was in January, but I didn't really see it. But they do a whole documentary on the political divide. It's a 2-parter, 4 hours total. I just watched the first half, but I was completely riveted, and I'm about to watch it again with Kethra tomorrow. And I've been telling everybody to watch it because it's super, super fascinating. And it explains a lot. And I don't even feel like I need to watch part 2. I feel like we're living part 2 right now.
Yeah, you were telling me about it earlier.
But it's really well done.
Yeah, it's on my it's on my watch list.
I just want to watch it with everybody and just like
maybe we can soundtrack that, like just loosely in the background.
Wouldn't that be cool? There's so many things we can do in that regard.
What does a political soundtrack sound like? Just a bunch of...
It sounds like soldiers marching. Ugh. That's what it sounds like.
Ugh. So, can I get political for just a minute?
If you want.
All right. Loosely political.
Where are you though? You're like hiding in your fort.
I'm the voice.
You're like you're like balling up spitballs and putting them in your straw right now.
Well, there's that little yoga space over here, so I'm just kind of doing a little bit of yoga.
Okay, everybody, take a deep breath. Take a deep one. Oh, that always feels good. I always take deep breaths when I'm making fun of people that take deep breaths, and then I'm always like, oh my God, that's so good. I needed to do that.
Well, I will be minorly political, only to say that Trump got his wall, because this is why I say that. He has mishandled this COVID pandemic in America so badly that Nathan and I have to have a fucking Trump wall between us in order to do this.
That's the wall.
That's the wall. It's the Trump wall. At least at the 108. I mean, I'm not going to call it that, but I'm calling it that just right now. Because I would never just label your wall in your house the Trump wall. But maybe I'll write it real small somewhere where you'll never see it.
He did it.
Fucking wall. So there was a thing about when there was like a storm or something that came through and part of the wall came down, but then I saw reports that was like old footage.
That happens a lot.
Okay, I know, and I hate that. I don't like it when people are like, oh, the wall fell, look, oh, he's such a dumbass. And then it's really, they're using footage, and it really didn't happen, and just making it up to try to make him look bad. He's doing that enough already. We could focus on that real stuff, that we don't have to come up with shit like that.
Rob Tobin wants to know if Mexico paid for the old laundry room wall.
I think they did.
It was miraculous. That was a good question.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, it's I hear you. You just made me think of like a million different things.
I'm sorry. I know.
That's all right.
See, I know. I see. It's just like a little spark, and then it just catches ablaze. And California's dealing with it right now again. Fires. Southern California, right?
Mm-hmm. And rolling blackouts, I heard.
Well, yeah, you were saying that. I've never experienced anything like that, a rolling blackout. But I guess in those big cities, they have to.
And I think that's intention. Yeah, it's when the power company has to do it.
Yeah, the grid is just so overloaded. Everyone's, if it's hot, really super hot or whatever you're dealing with, you're running as a lot of power to try to stay cool or whatever. Whether it's fans or AC, everyone's pulling more at once. But gosh. Let's see. I was trying to remember some good news that I read recently, but I don't really.
Dark Czar's already watching the documentary. See y'all later.
Oh, goodness. We lost them.
No, it's riveting, though. Do it.
This is our leaving song. It's our leaving psalm.
Right. Our leaving song is going to be this whole jam that extends right into you watching the documentary as you fall asleep.
Yep.
It's riveting.
So,
but it really sort of makes the case that the Republican Party was hijacked by sort of the Tea Party and Sarah Palin. This whole shift started happening. Like when Sarah Palin burst on the scene, it was the first time this whole part of the electorate, like especially the people as a Tea Party, were like, "That's it. It's an outsider, rebel, renegade, someone like me, someone not Washington, it was this whole shift." And then when McCain and Palin lost, she just went right to Facebook and started like organizing, and all of a sudden she was sharing, all of a sudden Breitbart News happened, and so all of a sudden it was like the birth of social media and this idea that the truth, like you could run articles that weren't true, for the first time in like American politics to a certain extent.
Yep.
And this radical group to a certain extent, which the left has the mirror image of. It's if Bernie and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and the whole left had successfully taken over the Democratic Party, that could have happened. I mean, that struggle is happening on all sides. It's a people's movement, but the people are divided. But the same energy is sort of happening in mirror images of each other on both sides. We just haven't been able to take over the Democratic Party. But this other group actually has taken over the Republican Party. And here we are.
Right. And then it's kind of morphed from then to what's happening now almost. All right. Well, enough about that, I guess. Cheers, man. God, I can't believe we're doing this. Drinking during Prohibition, baby.
Drinking during Prohibition. Oh, man, that would be a good song.
Yep.
We're just sitting here drinking during Prohibition.
Yep. Oh, gosh.
Making up a new kind of sound.
The Prohibition Quarantine Edition.
Smell a thing. I can smell the chicken frying in the kitchen. Looks like we are all to be heaven bound. I don't know if that works, but
We had some barbecue. Corey hooked up some barbecue in the Instant Pot with like root beer and stuff. That's a good recipe that she's got. And then we are growing kale in our backyard and got a bunch of kale. And Lucy, I just saw the cheers on the screen. That was a good cheers. That works good.
Yeah, I stretched
That's
for that
cool,
one. I reached for that.
That's kind of a cool visual thing, if you're watching. But we got this kale that we're growing, and Lucy hooked it up. She's got a little secret spice recipe combination that she uses on it.
Oh, it's secret?
Yeah, all I know is that it's got turmeric in it, but yeah, and it's really, really good. It's got a little heat on it. It's good kale. So that's what we did.
We grew some kale. We grew a ton of collards. I made a mistake, put the collards on the front row, and then it grew so big it cast shade on everything behind it.
Oh, gosh.
I got strawberries that are mad at me. I got some peppers that are mad at me. I got a whole other garden that's really mad at me right now.
Yep.
Like, really? That's why when we play Carnegie Hall, we're putting the rhythm section in the balcony.
Ah, yeah, that's a good idea. You know, that stereophonic sound.
So why don't you just hit a beat and we'll see what happens?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
It can be gaining speed if you want it to be. Hey, Liz. What's up? We're going to play till Tuesday, and then everything happens on Tuesday.
Yeah. Right. Right. We'll play till Tuesday and then do everything.
Oh, man.
So we lost our dog recently,
Oh, man.
and
That dog lived with us from time to
he
time.
did. Crusoe,
He's part of our family.
like Robinson Crusoe. I'll tell you a short story about how we got him, which was went to my in-laws' house, Corey's parents' house, and her father had a friend who had some puppies, these chocolate lab puppies, and brought them over, and we were hanging out with them. And they were all over us, you know, cute as can be. But there was this one that kept going off. This one kept going off into the bushes. There was like azalea bushes in front of the house, and there's this one that kept going off into the bushes and going on these little mini adventures, and we had to go like go and get them and like bring them back and everything. And we all kind of fell in love with his spirit of adventure, and that was the one we chose. And our son Grayson named him Crusoe after Robinson Crusoe, but also with this show he was watching, but The Adventurer. And so Crusoe was him, and yeah, he definitely lived with Nathan from time to time. Nathan and Kethra and Percy and Boo. And they all got along good because Crusoe was just that kind of dog, and we miss him. And we're going to do some bliss out. We're going to bliss out for a little bit, take you into your evening. And Nathan, this has just been such a great experience. I can't wait to do it again already.
This is for you, Crusoe. There's a battle blazing in my brain, millions of me fighting for my name. There's a few I'm cheering on to make the claim. The rest of them are driving me insane. And all I want, and all I need, and all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining speed. Somewhere there between my ears, there sits an angry jury of my peers. My lawyer passed the bar and failed the beers. Didn't get life, just 99 years. And all I want and all I need and all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining speed. pop popcorn, watch the moon. I keep moving pictures around my room, trying to get this catgut-ookin' tune. But the sun keeps popping up too soon. And all I want and all I need and all I know is I'm sitting still but I'm gaining speed. All I want, all I need, all I know is I'm sitting still but I'm gaining speed. All I want, all I need, and all I know is I'm sitting still but I'm gaining speed. thank you so much for watching. Lex, thank you so much for doing this. Caruso, good boy. Be silly, be honest, and always trust your cape. We'll get Lex back in here real soon. I'll see you Monday night. Like always. What should the poem be? What poem? Okay. I went right to it. Good night. Oh my gosh. Look, you should, in 10 seconds, check out how cool that shot was, dude. Let's do this again soon. Woo, here we go. We're out.
I am dust particles in sunlight. I am the round sun. To the bits of dust I say, stay. To the sun, keep moving. I am morning mist and the breathing of evening. I am wind in the top of a grove and surf on the cliff. Mast, rudder, helmsman, and keel. I am also the coral reef they founder on. I am a tree with a trained parrot in its branches. Silence, thought, and voice. The musical air coming through a flute. A spark of a stone. A flickering in metal. Both candle and the moth crazy around it. Rose and the nightingale lost in the fragrance. I am all orders of being. The circling galaxy. The evolutionary intelligence, the lift and the falling away, what is and what isn't. You who know Jalaluddin, you the one in all. Say who I am. Say I am you.